Hello to all the motorsport fans out there, to all the Formula One fans out there. I hope you're having a great day, and I'm back again with another video. So basically, this video is about the 2022 championship standings after 5 rounds. Now, Charles Leclerc has been leading the Formula One championship this season for the first 5 rounds, and which is a positive thing. And he's held it down basically in it. Whatever pace the Ferrari can give him, he's extracted it. I mean, a couple of Grand Prix where he could have won, like the one in Saudi Arabia, he could have won. Maybe in Imola, he could have won if he didn't start from pole position. Sometimes it's better when you have a fast car to chase the number two if they have a similar pace to you and try to use strategy to outrun them to the flag. But fair play to Max Verstappen in the last two races. Max has taken 2 victories in the last two races to cut a 56-point gap to about 20 to about what's it called, 19? Yeah, to about 19. Yeah. So Max is looking strong right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that Ferrari needs to step up with their setups, and Ferrari needs to step up with the pace of their car and their straight line speed. In the last Grand Prix in Miami, they had a 20 kmh kilometers an hour deficit to the Red Bull, which is not good for Ferrari. So Ferrari have some pace to find, but they have a good car in the basics. They have a good car. So in first position, you have Charles Leclerc with 104 points. In second position, you got Max Verstappen with 85 points. Remember, Max has had 2 DNFs, so he's only finished 3 races. So Max has only finished 3 races, and he's got about 85 points. You understand? So Max is stepping up, and he's showing that he's got championship qualities as well. And in third position, you got Sergio Perez in the Red Bull. I told everyone to watch out for Perez here, because Perez is going to be dangerous this season if Red Bull allow him to race. And then in fifth, you got George Russell with 59 points. I mean, George Russell's been racing very well in the Mercedes. He seems to be on top of it, and he seems to have the hang of it. So fair play to George. And Carlos with 53 points in fifth position. Well, Carlos could be in a much stronger position, but he's had two DNFs as well. So Carlos got some points to find as well, and some performance to find. But fair play for his third place in the Miami Grand Prix. So in fifth position, you got Carlos Sainz. And then moving on, in sixth position, you've got Lewis Hamilton with 36 points. And the thing with Lewis Hamilton is, normally the car has to be right exact to his balance, as he likes it. Because Mercedes is in the midfield right now, it's difficult for him to get on top of the car, and he's strong, and he's got the upper hand on George, with race pace and even qualifying pace. But George is just getting lucky with the safety cars and more clever strategy. So I don't think Hamilton has dropped in performance or anything. I just feel like Mercedes got some pace to find to become a front runner again. But now they're in the midfield, so Lewis just has to take it as it is. And so Mercedes have some pace to find, and Lewis has some pace to find. To me, his driving seems more relaxed, and I'm not too worried. There's a lot of YouTubers that's worried about Lewis Hamilton's performance, and people writing bad articles about Lewis Hamilton. But you can't find a good article on Lewis Hamilton right now. But you know what? Or y'all can just go and look at the stats and, enjoy the stats, because you couldn't do the same thing he was doing, the dedication, the mentality. So yeah, moving on, in seventh position, you got Lando Norris with McLaren with 35 points. In eighth position, you got Valtteri Bottas with Alfa Romeo with 30 points. And you got Esteban Ocon in the Alpine with 24 points in ninth position. And in 10th position, you've got Kevin Magnussen with 15 points. Now, let me give you the rest of the drivers. So in 10th position, you got Kevin Magnussen with 15 points. In 11th position, you got Daniel Ricciardo with 11 points. That's all synonymous. And then in 12th position, you got Yuki Tsunoda in the Alpha Tauri with 6 points. In 14th position, you got Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin with 4 points. And you know, Sebastian's missed 2 races as well, so he could have had more points. And Alex Albon in the Williams, one of the slowest cars on the grid, has got 3 points. I think he scored 1 point in Imola and 2 points in Miami. And then you got Fernando Alonso in the Alpine with 2 points. You know, and he's 16th, which is not a good position for him. And then in 17th, you got Lance Stroll with 2 points, you know, in Aston Martin. From 18th, which is Gran Yuzu, 19th, Mick Schumacher, and 20th, you got Nico Hulkenberg, and 21st, you got Nicholas Latifi. They all got 0 points. So, Gran Yuzu in 18th place has 1 point. You got Mick Schumacher, Nico Hulkenberg, and Nicholas Latifi with 0 points. And Nico Hulkenberg is not a permanent driver; he's a standing driver. So, it's looking good for Ferrari at the moment, but I expect Red Bull to come back and fight strong for the championship. To me, when I'm studying the cars here, it looks to me like the Red Bull is more nimble around the corners, and it just looks like the Red Bull carries more speed than anyone else. You know, it just looks like the car is very slim. You know, it goes around the corners very fine. Even though they got technical problems and things like that, I just feel like the Red Bull is easy at the hands of Max to drive right now, and I feel like Max is gonna close the gap. But I also feel like Ferrari will find performance, and Charles Leclerc will win a few races. If Charles Leclerc can put a string of like 7 or 8 races together, and win like 7 or 8 races in a row, or 4 or 5 races in a row, and extend his championship lead, towards the end of the season, maybe Ferrari can get an upgrades and he can secure the title. But if Charles let Max overtake him during the middle of the season, I see a second championship for Max Verstappen. At the moment, Mercedes is not in it, and Perez could be a dark horse. Russell could be a dark horse as well, and Sainz and Hamilton could be dark horses. But they gotta find some strong performances to match Verstappen and Leclerc. So if you enjoyed this video, my peeps, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And yeah, I'm glad to bring the information. And on to the next one. The next Grand Prix is gonna be in Spain, in Europe, Barcelona, at the Circuit de Catalunya, which is very hot. Everyone knows the circuit very well. And yeah, on to the next one. Bless up.